Holly making that broke ass redneck leftovers breakfast.
Yep.
It's gonna be yummy though.
That's exactly what it is. Broke ass. Nothing else to make but leftovers. You turn leftovers into an omelet and it's just like, you know, hey, I meant to do that.
I wouldn't prefer anything else. I'm down. Looking pretty amazing. We had chicken and vegetables and rice yesterday, so we used the leftovers and made us some breakfast. Or Holly did. Leftovers I can demolish. Oh yeah.
There's a tiny bit of leftovers.
Yeah, look at this. Holly's got her egg bread going on too. Oh shoot. Luxury breakfast this morning. Dang. Oh yeah.
Don't forget.
There we go. I need this in my life. Second plate. I need some good energy for cleaning today. All right, so first thing this morning when I woke up, came out here, started throwing a bunch of stuff on the fire, getting a lot of this brush cleaned up and everything. And now I am about to bust out the BG56C blower. That's what we're using for a long time today. So I think I'm gonna start over here around the garage. I got all this brush out of this pile, so I'm gonna start cleaning, blowing a bunch of this, and just start cleaning up, getting some of these leaves out of here, some of this flammable fire hazard. We got to get it all out of here. Get this place nice.
Dude.
Thank you.
And my helpers showed up. They came to watch and root me on and let me know how good I'm doing.
I'm just observing. That's all. Just observing.
That's looking a little better. I kind of got a little carried away there and didn't even turn on the camera. I just like started blowing like crazy. I sat here and used about a tank of gas. And it's funny, I was kind of thinking right at the end when I was blowing, I was like, what do you think happened for the inventor of the blower to actually decide to make a blower? Was he out just raking leaves or whatever, or he was just out, you know, sitting at the park on a bench on a breezy fall day and he seen the wind blowing the leaves and he was like, I have to create wind. Because he was sick of the rake. But anyway, check this out. You can see the leaves already falling since I've blown that out. But I kind of blew around here. I blew around this big pile and I actually added a lot to it also. That's a huge pile of leaves. And excuse me. So I'm planning on burning this pile of leaves. I don't know when. I don't know if I'm doing it today. It seems a little breezy. And I still got a lot of leaves around it that, you know, that's the thing about burning leaves and brush piles. That's why they have those no burn days when there's too much wind, because when you're burning little stuff like this, it's like burning paper. Catch this leaf on fire, air catches it, and then it flies through the air on fire, and then lands over here, woo, and it's still on fire, and you ain't paying attention, so then that leaf sits there in them leaves and catches them on fire, and then you got nothing after that stopping it. It just goes and goes and goes, and there ain't no stopping it. If you ain't watching, it'll just go. And Holly and I already had one bad experience with that. So, or I had one bad experience with that. So I learned a good lesson on that I'll never forget. So I've always been careful. When we first got here and we were blowing leaves, we were making piles and blowing all the leaves away and being safe. But that the one day that we had a little leaf pile that wasn't even burning anymore, it was just sitting there smoldering. The wind blew it right across the trail to a bunch of leaves, caught them on fire. I'll never forget that day, and I will do everything I can to prevent that from happening. So even when it's not burning and it's still hot and it's close to something else that can catch fire, it's kind of the Murphy's Law thing. If it can, it might. It probably will. You know, if you ain't, especially when you walk away and you ain't watching. You know, you ride to the store, or just ride down to the gas station real quick or whatever. Oh, I gotta run and get something real quick. I'll be right back. And you come back and the whole dang place is on fire. But anyway, enough of that rant. I know a lot of time when we're burning leaves and stuff, people are like, don't burn it. You could use that. That's great for, you know, your soil and compost and stuff. And yes, we agree. I'm just trying to get rid of stuff that's in my living area, but we have acres and acres and acres of that stuff that we could use anytime we want. So I'm not trying to save that stuff right now. I'm just trying to clean all this up and get it done so I can focus. So I stopped blowing because I was over here. I was about to blow this area out with the blower, and I noticed a lot of little limbs and stuff that makes it very difficult to blow leaves when you got limbs and stuff in your leaves, because then you blow leaves towards it and it just hangs up on it, and then you cover it and can't see it. So I'm gonna come over here, pick up some limbs, and I think this is the next pile right here that I'm actually gonna start burning in the fire pit right here. So I'm gonna start transferring this to that, and keep on blowing this out, get all this cleaned up right here. I want all this right here. I'm gonna move that firewood because I want all this to look like this. And I'm gonna continue to go over here, keep cleaning all this up. The stuff that I cut up yesterday, I'm gonna move it, stack it somewhere, and clean a bunch of this brush up. There's brush everywhere that I want to clean up, so I can also blow the leaves out of here. And all these leaves are just going down into the valley, into the holler, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm just gonna keep working my way over this way until I'm just gonna keep working my way that way. Then I'm gonna clean up all that stuff over there so I can drop this tree right here. That's my main concern after I clean all this up, is we're gonna be doing some milling. But I got a lot of stuff to move, a lot of wood to move and stack, and a lot of these leaves, like over here, I also plan on coming over here to blow all of this out around this here. All of this I want cleaned up, because when I light this huge brush pile right here, this thing is gonna be not only very fun and hot, but it's gonna be scary. That is gonna be a very tall flame. I'm guessing that flame out of that is gonna be like, probably like right there, like really tall. So I don't want any of this stuff catching on fire. So I'm blowing all these leaves around here, cleaning all this, and I'm just gonna blow all that stuff right down on the pile. And that's gonna be a major bonfire. And not only do I want to share that fire with you guys, I would really like to have some friends over to hang out, maybe have some drinks, and you know, have some guests and have some fun while we're burning it. You know, turn it into a little party or something. I don't know. But I'd hate to sit out there and burn a fire like that just by myself or with Holly and Elion. It seems like a waste. So I definitely want to plan, you know, a weekend or sometime where people can come, like Chris and Sarah or Billy and Leslie or whoever wants to come and enjoy a big old fire that can make it this winter. It'd be pretty fun. So all the leaves falling as I'm blowing them. Dang, look at that. That is crazy.
He sticked his head in.
Yeah, look, he's like the size of my finger. That's some sort of caterpillar.
Yeah.
That's crazy. He did stick his head in like he's hiding.
Mm-hmm.
He's camera shy. Dang, go show Mom.
Okay.
That's awesome. I'll give you a cookie when you get, or I guess I can give you a cookie now. Dad hid the cookies. Oh man, I had to go put some shorts and a tank top on with time is it? Hang on. Wow, it's 3:30. I came back here around maybe 10. Probably earlier than that. More like 9:30 to start the fire. But then I went to get coffee and breakfast and all that. But, wow, I have been non-stop using the blower. And the BG 63C or whatever it is. It's awesome, but I mean, recording blowing leaves, I just don't know how entertaining that could be. I guess you could do a time lapse and make it entertaining, but I'm just trying to get it in today, and I have. Let me show you a little bit. Even though all these leaves are just falling right back again, not too bad. It's very time consuming. It's kind of not bad though. Put my earplugs in. I got plenty of time to think about stuff and life and, you know, just plans, the past, future. Just, that's all you're doing, just blowing leaves. It's almost a little mesmerizing, and I don't know. I know time flies really fast. Time has really flown today. Man, I think I'm ready for a beer. Man, I was just talking about blowing. I haven't been just blowing leaves the whole time. Oh my gosh, I cleaned up so many branches and dragged them over here in this fire. Look how ashy it is. I've burnt so much stuff. I mean, I've been walking around everywhere I'm blowing leaves. I've just been dragging these branches out of the way, bringing them to the fire so I can, you know, continue to blow. I swear every time I say blow, I feel like I'm in high school trying to make jokes on myself in my head. But picking up firewood, piling it here, and just, but hey, it's getting there. I've picked up a lot of stuff over here, trying to work on this too over here. I got to clean all this up so I can kind of work my way that way and blow leaves down the hill. So I'm going to blow this out a little, quite a bit more. I mean, I want to hit that over there, that pile. It don't have to be perfect. Blow some of this stuff down. Later on, I'll start bringing some of them branches over here and burning them. And I got to start moving some of this wood out of my way. Start stacking this somewhere. I got to figure out where I'm going to stack this stuff, like this and that. I gotta drag some of this just little stuff that's laying around, throw that on the fire. I mean, gotta cut that thing up. I need to use an old chain. I might use the MS 250 on that because it's got an old chain on it, so I might cut that up. And then it's a lot of blowing, man, a lot of blowing. This thing fired up. Dang, this is a big pile of brush. Holy crap. There's a lot in here. I stacked it all neat too, so, but it's still long branches and tangled up. That's why I like cutting these things in smaller little pieces, so they're just in a pile of short ones. So I started cutting them up smaller. Make me a pile. Oh yeah, these are gonna burn nice. That'll be a good haul. Still BG56C. The best blower I've ever had, and the only one I've ever had. It's been pretty awesome. Let's blow some more leaves. These leaves right here are way easier than over there, because I've already blown some of this stuff out. When we first came here, I was clearing back here and a spot up front. Yeah.
Want to hold my map with me?
What?
I found a map in the camper.
A map?
A map.
Let me see it.
Want to follow it with me?
What?
Want to follow it with me?
Follow it with you?
Yeah.
South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see, what is this? Enlarged version, Lake Russell and Lake Succession.
And this side is, and there's another side.
Coordinates for underwater structure.
And there's another lane.
Fish shelter sites, I don't know. Elion's got a map.
And this side, and there's this side. Do you want to follow it with me, though?
So it's a lake map.
Yeah.
Lake Succession, is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Oh, this says Lake Russell.
Yep. Ooh, I like the tram you made.
I don't know if it's just me or what, but I could have swore I seen something say South Carolina. I could be very wrong.
You're holding it the wrong way.
Yeah, it's a lake. It's a map of a lake.
Well, I'm going to follow it.
So look at this. I just came to get my third armful, and I was like, man, I am not moving all of this. I might come get a little bit if I just need it, get the fire going, but I think this pile is getting burnt right here. YouTube family. Burn some wood. Dang right. Let's have a nice fire going by dark. We got plenty of wood to clean up. And plenty more is gonna come. Look, it's a bee again. That's like a honeybee, it looked like. Yeah, the way I'm blowing this out right here, like I'm wondering like how much of this property I could do that to. Yeah. Ooh, I'm beat. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a nice fire. Now I just need me another beer. There it is. Oh yeah, it's flaming up now. I guess when I come back, I need to grab some of this ugliness. Like this pile right here. I started on fire at one time and it didn't do great. So I could throw that on there, get that out of here. some of this is, yeah. I think you can pretty much see how warm that fire is. That whole huge square of a fire pit is glowing.